Hey, what's going on, everybody? Justin here again, and today we have some exciting news about some pricing and some set names for what you see in front of us, which is One Piece. We have Luffy on the Going Merry, the Funko Pop, and then we have some custom minifigs I've been able to pick up, along with a ton more that are sitting right up there. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the sets, look at some of the pictures of what they should look like, and then just talk about the sets. So if you like the way that sounds, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so here we have a better kind of description of what the 5 sets that are named and priced are going to be, and that is the Party's Bar, the Buggy's Circus, Arlong Park, Going Merry, and Baratie, plus at least 6 more in 2026, which is likely to be based off Season 2. So there's going to be some main Straw Hat Pirates being added in Season 2, at least 1 or 2, I'd say, depending on what they're doing as a total. But as far as this, let's go ahead and take a look at the Party's Bar for 301 pieces at $30. It's an interesting size because this is the Party's Bar. This is kind of on set and stuff like that when they're filming. It's an interesting area for just being 301 pieces. This is when Luffy's a child and the Shanks pirate crew is there. Small fight scene. Luffy eats the devil fruit. Things go on. This is Shanks. So I think it's nice that we're going to get a Shanks minifig, or we should. And we should get a child Luffy and maybe even a devil fruit accessory, which would be really, really cool. But yeah, interesting that this is 301 pieces, because it could easily be the size of a Ninjago City Docks build and look amazing. But again, they're trying to fit different price points, so I get it. Next up, we have Buggy's Circus, and this is another interesting one because there's not a lot of pictures or anything for the live action that look good, at least. This is Buggy, though, and we know we're getting him as a minifig, and I imagine this scene we are going to get at least 1 or 2 of the Straw Hat crew and maybe some prisoners, and there could be a little fight scene. I would have almost rathered these 2 switch and get the Party's Bar at $537 and Buggy's Circus at $301, but nonetheless, it'll be nice to get Buggy. Then we have Arlong Park. Now, this one I thought would have been the 1300 one, because these next 3 I all suggested would be made. And I'm glad that 3 of them are, because these are 3 great scenes in the anime and in the first season. So Arlong Park, though, this is a general look at what it looks like. You can't really see this Ninjago style pagoda type building, but you get this sense of, okay, this is what it is. And in this kind of middle water area, we do have a fight scene going on that did happen, and here you can see the building even more. So maybe we go with this scene, or maybe we go with Arlong fighting Luffy, or Arlong and Nami. And here's a better look of it when you're coming up to Arlong Park. So there's a ton of water, so it's going to be interesting how they decide to do it. It's probably going to be pretty amazing. I'm excited for it. $80, 926 pieces. They could do a lot well with it. So I'm excited to get this. I hope it looks really good, because they have a lot of scenery and texture to work off of. Next, we have the Going Merry, 1,376 pieces. Now, the Going Merry in this tiny little box where I am, that's essentially this ship. So for 1,376 pieces, for $130, you're right below that 10 cents per piece. I'm guessing the licensing fee is decent. It's not Star Wars bad, but it's up there. Now, what that will look like is essentially this. This is the anime version of the Going Merry, and they don't have a lot of good pictures of it as well, besides maybe this one. But I'm most interested to see what they do with the head, because they could do a mold and it can look amazing, or maybe it's going to be brick built and not look as good, or maybe they do a fantastic job making it brick built. But this is essentially what the ship looks like. In the anime, it's certainly a much more rounded head than in the live action. And then, yeah, I mean, this is the kind of centerpiece of One Piece for quite a while in the anime. And it's just, there's so much they can do with this, depending which version they want to go with, whether it's pre-Nami or post-Nami. But either way, they could do, yeah, a great job with this, and I think it's going to look amazing. Next up, we have the Baratie, and that is the biggest set, and for good reason. And it's an 18+ set, which is interesting, and I'm mainly because of the size, and it's going to be, you know, a D2C set and just be huge and fantastic. 3,400 pieces makes it really detailed, and it's a restaurant nonetheless. And we'll go ahead and take a look at that. This is one of the better views they have of it, and it kind of just looks like a lot of nothingness from here. But one of the better ways to look at it scale-wise is here's the Going Merry on the right, and here's the Baratier on the left. You can see how much bigger the Baratier is than the Going Merry. Now here in the middle, this is kind of the entrance, and this is where, say, Mihawk and Zoro fight, or where in the live action they more or less introduced Arlong. Besides him being in the restaurant, he has his scene out here with fighting Luffy and throwing him in the water. So they can do a lot with this. There can be so many characters. I imagine this is where we're definitely going to get Sanji and hopefully Chef Zeph, but we'll see if they even add him in. But yeah, overall, the Baratier, and I hope this is a printed tile on the front that they give us with these vibrant yellow colors on the darker background, but it's certainly a cool building color with this kind of magenta on the brown with some gold accenting, and just so much bigger than the Going Merry. So thinking of that scale, you can kind of see where this additional 2,100 pieces come from, because it's going to be massive. It's at least double the size. If they're going to add this kind of build on the front for you to do maybe a little playing with Zoro and Mihawk, and hopefully, yeah, again, we get Mihawk in this set because one of my favorite characters. So overall, yeah, they can do a lot, and the Baratier looks amazing. Now, what's interesting is at least 6 more sets. Now, we could just get something small like this at the end of season 1, where they're all kind of like, you know, joining crew and being together after leaving the Baratier. And then, yeah, I would imagine we're going to get some BrickHeads. And if we get some BrickHeads, season 2, you would have all 5 of them. So you'd have Usopp, Nami, Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro, and then adding in Chopper. So I think having that as a BrickHead 6-pack would be phenomenal. But we'll see what maybe the GWP is with the Baratier. And yeah, overall, absolutely amazing. Can't wait. And I'm most excited, yeah, now for the Baratier, because the scale and the size that they can do and the amount of detail I hope they give us is going to be fantastic. So yeah, basically that is all of the One Piece news we have, August 1, 2025. So I imagine we will start seeing better pictures come June, things like that, and especially with LAN, which, boy, I'm jealous of any LAN member who's going to get any of these sets early, because I would absolutely love it. And yeah, so overall, we should be starting to see things in June, definitely July, and getting very excited to see what these are. These are all day one buys for me, especially the Baratier and the Going Merry. So yeah, overall, great. And I can't wait to see what season 2 brings us. And I can't wait to see what LEGO brings us with these. And yeah, that's it. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And I cannot wait for the One Piece to arrive.